So we're rolling out the pocket rocket on South Coast in the rain, and the idea is to go straight to F5 up the road and just do a loop nice and quickly and spot as many enemies as possible and just return to the cap and work out what else I'm going to do. So straight down here, down to the junction, take a left and right up to about F9 and return, or just sit there at F9. So just going to come up through, been spotted already, so actually that's not going to work. About turn, get back to the cap. I've got a medium gunning for me, chasing me. Need to get out. Oh, takes a hit in the back. Right, let's go up to where my medium is. I'm going to be safe up here. Hopefully the medium will attract any fire or help defend. Just get up here to the cap, and then What? Was that a grill? You are joking. Hang on. How the hell do you hit a pocket rocket with artillery? Hang on, yeah it was. It was a grill, it's an artillery. Right, Chris 027. Mate, that was a really, really good shot. I do believe that fantastic shot deserves a little message, don't you? So we're on the Siegfried line, war-torn Siegfried. We're in the Walker Bulldog. It's a tier 9 game. We're 2 tiers down. No surprise there, being in a light tank. And I love the Walker Bulldog. It was one of the first reviews I did back when I started the channel with my older style videos, and I want to revisit it. It got nerfed a little bit in one of the updates. They cut the reload time down, but it's still a really effective tank. It's not the ripper that it used to be, but it is such a mobile, relocatable tank with a decent gun. And yeah, I've started playing it again so that I can do a really decent review of it. So I'm just sticking myself in this bush, and you'll notice that I've got a camo net and binoculars. And something's going to happen in the game in a few minutes time, and I'm wondering whether I should ditch the camo net and put vert stabs on for when I'm circumstrafing the enemy. But the way it happens, I couldn't really decide whether vert stabs would have helped or whether it was just the whole auto-aiming on the move. It's almost like a little dodgem session with a couple of light tanks. So I've sort of established with binoculars that it's probably pretty safe out here, and I've got 2 light tanks coming up behind who are going to come in very, very useful very shortly. And I wouldn't normally push this far, but I'm feeling between the 3 of us, if there's anything out here, we'd have spotted it by now. So I'm kind of hoping Artie's out here, because that would be really handy to take Artie out. And there's Artie. Just need to get a red section. There we go. Can we get another shot in? Where are you? Oh, you're that side of the hill. Oh, that's a shame. But if you look at the city, it pretty much looks like everyone's there. So I'm thinking that the cap is completely empty, apart from a couple of juicy Arty targets. So I'm just going to go in, and not a great start because that black and white line retro means you can't go any further. Right, there's Arty. So that auto aim works, and the next one works. But then, well, I'll let you decide. So the battle of the light tanks has finished. Don't know what you think. I think it was an issue with the whole auto aim. I think because I was on the move and my target was on the move, that auto aim was never going to work. But there was absolutely no way I was going to keep still. And when I did, auto aim seemed to be a little bit more accurate. So would you have put vert stabs on? Do you think it would have made a difference? I'll be really interested on your thoughts. Because I'm in two minds whether to stick them on and ditch the camo net, but I quite like the Walker Bulldog being able to have a camo net and put the binos on and just kind of stay undetected. So we got the T-44 and just preempting where the T-44 was going to go and wrongly assumed where the T-44 was going. And I'm not in a great position here because, yeah, if he rolls out, which does, I can't hide. I should have been about here before I took that shot, but that tank is now focusing on the tank destroyer. Just a quick auto aim just to try and get a shot in before it disappears behind the building. I knew if I'd aimed that shot I wouldn't have got a shot in, so it was worth having a little snatch. And I'm planning on coming up, and a little bit of a victim of the new physics here. I forgot that back in the day that tank would have stopped me dead and I could have hidden behind it, but no, with the new physics you can roll over pretty much anything, and I probably took a shot right underneath the tank. And yeah, there we go again. When you're playing a light tank, the physics are quite amazing actually. Right, T-32 side on, try and get a shot towards the engine. Oh, thought he was turning on me then. Just going to keep putting the shots in. Last tank in the game, and yeah, now you're going to try and put a shot in. So yeah, I'm just going to stay out the way while the Carnarvon and the TD go in. Hopefully with a couple of... job done. Right, so quite a quick game, but quite an effective game. Couple of tank kills, 13 penetrating hits. Didn't do great on the spotting, but we didn't come across an awful lot of tanks. How do we do overall? 35.5 grand silver, that's fine. 4,500 XP on the first one of the day. 1,700 damage, 1,100 assisted. Yeah, really pleased with that. Second class mastery. And we come top in the Walker Bulldog. Hurrah! So we're in the AMX 31er, Tier 9 French medium tank, and this is your typical British seaside resort in the height of summer. The only thing missing here really is some amusement arcades and a couple of fish and chip shops, and lots of seagulls trying to nick your chips. So very limited view range, and we know that with these maps. When you get the blizzards, the typhoons, the sandstorms, your visibility is reduced by 50%. And what I like about this is with the new physics on the mini-map, you can actually see how your view range is actually reflected in that, and it is a tiny little view range cone. Normally that would be sort of closer out to the dotted line, but no, it's very restricted. So there I am sitting on this hill thinking I'll put my binoculars on and do some spotting. Well, nothing is going to remotely appear while I sit up there, and while I slip gently off this cliff face very stylishly. Yes, you can admire the driving skills, and yeah, there is just no limit to how well I can drive this tank. Let's go looking for some enemies. Right, Chieftain. Quick auto aim, back up. Yeah, he's got good depression. I didn't really want to take another shot back, but there we go. Just reverse out of trouble. Oh, get a nice lucky bounce. And that is lucky because this tank has no armour. It's your typical French tank. Highly manoeuvrable, zero armour, but a really decent cannon. Excellent penetration and a decent damage. It's a really good tank. So we spotted 4 tanks and didn't really want to engage. So Now I'll take a bit of a chance there. I could be a little bit exposed out here, but get a nice auto aim on 62, and probably one of my faults with this tank, I think I've been playing light tanks too long, and I do tend to depend on auto aim, and when I'm up against the tier 10s, which are more heavily armoured, it's a more skillful game, I think I really need to take time out and think, don't auto aim, get in there, aim your shot and aim for a weak spot. And I think if I did that, my scores would be higher for sure. I think partly the reason I do it is because I try and snatch a quick shot, knowing damn well if I fully aim the shot, by the time it's aimed, that tank's going to have disappeared. So I just snatch an auto aim, hoping that I might get a shot. Now I expected this shot to bounce, it didn't. I even had a yellow reticle. We'll take that. And there we go, that was a properly aimed shot. So what does that tell you? That's what I like about watching my own footage back. You just never stop learning. You watch a game back and think, yeah, I could have done that better, that wasn't great. So we've got this Conqueror side on. Nice easy target. Do we get another shot in? No, that's a shame. A little bit wary of the tank destroyer at the back. Right, E75. Can we? Oh, that'll work. Yes, another shot. Hurrah. Oh, if only we had an auto loader. So many opportunities, and we absolutely waste the enemy in this game, and it never ceases to amaze me how one side can be annihilated so easily and so quickly. I mean, it's a team game, but it's very rare that you actually work as a team. It's normally just a group of 15 individuals who all want to win the game, and on the odd occasion you'll get 2 or 3 players who communicate with each other, and you kind of work as a little team, and that really makes the game really rewarding, and it really turns into a team game. But generally it doesn't work that way, so as a result, it still amazes me how 15 individuals can be so, well, rubbish, or not so much rubbish, but just lose so badly. And yeah, I'm quite often on that team that it happens to, and I'm sure you are too, and it's really frustrating. You think, how can we lose so many tanks so quickly? But it happens, and fortunately it's not happening to the green team in this one, so I'm not going to have too much of an issue with it in this game. Right, sneak up round the back, get a nice side shot on the T10, that did a nice bit of damage. Do we get another shot in? I don't think, no we don't. Now the T57 here tries to do a dirty, and I make the mistake of auto aiming. He's trying to do the old RT trick, which RT doesn't seem to do any longer, and I thought that was a really safe auto aim shot. Had I just taken an extra second to aim, I might have got that kill. Right, one heavy left. We'll head towards the cap, see if the heavy's there. And the whole team are here. And there it is, it's an E5, and that E5, this is a bit of a sorry way to finish the game, really. You know, not only did that team get completely creamed, but their last player wasn't even playing. They were a man down. So how did we do in that game? Let's have a look. 41 grand in silver, 4,600 on the first win of the day, 2,500 damage, just under 2,000 assisted. I would say that was a really solid medium game, and haha, we come top in our T9 French medium.